Today we're actually not working on the Stag. We are going to be assembling the new turbos for the Stag. Now I've had these Dash 7s for a long time. As for the Tomei dumps as well, I went into these on a bit of a comparison in porting episode where I ported the exhaust manifolds. The new exhaust manifolds look pretty sick. I've just spent probably the last 20 minutes or so just giving them a coat of black high temp paint. It came out pretty good. Like realistically, you're never ever going to see them again, but deep down I'll know that they're painted in a high temp ceramic coat paint. Anyway, jump straight into it. This is the front, that's the front turbo. I've got some heat wrap coming from these because I believe the front turbo's dump sits like against the intake for the rear turbo, which isn't great for intake temps. So we'll wrap them up once that gets here. I'm just waiting on it to get here. But we've got plenty of stuff to do here, so we'll jump in. I've never played with these turbos before, so what I'm doing is taking each part off and putting it onto the new turbo immediately so there's no spares just floating around. That way everything gets torqued up and nothing gets missed. Been trying to use the paint pen on torqued bolts as often as I can now. It genuinely has saved the day before, and it gives it that professional look. At least the turbos will look like they're assembled by somebody who knows what they're doing. Alright, so we are done and assembled. This is the front, that's the rear. Full disclosure, this is my spares. Somebody tell me what these are and why I have them. Because I've rebuilt everything that I believe needs gaskets and seals and copper washers and blah blah blah. So I don't know, maybe there's more that you can do with these, but anyway. So now what I need to do is get the dumps and get this. I have another one of these bolts. So that bolt I will shave half the head off it, polish it up so it looks a bit neater, and then screw that in there. And then before I actually screw that in there, I'll cut that thread down to be shorter. So. Alright, so these are on and they look sick, and if you'll pay special attention to my pointer, because it's still Christmas and these are the best things ever, that'll just get heat wrapped around. It doesn't look super pretty, but it works. Hopefully it's not in the way of anything fitment wise. Now, exhaust manifolds going on. They look pretty sick. They just look finished. They don't look like rusted old pieces of shit anymore. Thank you.
I was just waiting on the heat wrap, and the heat wrap got here along with some other goodies from Golby's. I've just done the first one over here. So I just did a bit of a time lapse of that one. It came out reasonably well, not perfect by any means, but enough that it's gonna fix having, that's the front. This dump literally sits against the intake of this one. So anything's better than nothing. As long as I still got a bit of an air gap down here, which I should have a little bit because it looks like someone's already massaged this dump a tiny bit to get it through what we want. We will now wrap this one. I've got my wraps soaking in water here. So if you didn't already know, that's a thing that you've got to do, so do it. They're done, fully finished. They look neat. They look good actually. Everything just looks nice and sorted. This is the front. This is the rear. The only thing that was shit, like the tolerances in the Tomei dumps are so tight that like even without the heat wrap there, this nut is not easy to get on. So when the heat wrap gets there, it makes it even harder. Don't even start me on that. I don't want to hear about it. Thank God that's over and done with. And now they should just drop in, which is the whole point of doing twins again, that they just drop in. So hopefully once they do just drop in, that we aren't underwhelmed when we go and tune it all, but hopefully we get onto the good stuff sooner rather than later. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Make sure you do leave a comment if you are liking this sort of mini series. I'm trying to smash the videos out as soon as I can. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Ever since you shut the door on everything we knew, you're too late for love, feeling your trip, love, feeling on love, feeling your trip, love, feeling